Imagine a country so small that a school bus takes just 2 minutes to cross from one end to the other. A place where traffic jams happen with just 3 cars, where the entire population fits in a single football stadium. When we say smallest country, we mean by land area, not population, not power, but pure geography. To be a country, it must be a sovereign state recognized by the UN, mostly, have a permanent population and defined borders. Nauru, just 21 square kilometers in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. That's smaller than most cities. You could fit it inside Central Park. Twice. Once the richest country per capita in the world, thanks to phosphate mining. But by the 2000s, the wealth vanished, the environment was destroyed, and Nauru became a cautionary tale. Now it survives on aid, offshore detention centers, and selling its .nr domain, a tiny island with a giant lesson. Short-term wealth can't replace long-term wisdom. Number 6, Tuvalu, near to 26 square kilometers of paradise in the South Pacific. But this paradise is drowning. Literally, it's the world's smallest independent UN member and one of the first nations that might vanish due to climate change. Rising sea levels could make it uninhabitable by 2050. Here's the irony. Tuvalu owns the *TV* domain, worth millions used by YouTube, Netflix, and Twitch. The country that may disappear from Earth is everywhere on your screen. San Marino, 61 square kilometers, completely surrounded by Italy. Founded in 301 AD, it's the world's oldest surviving republic. No airport, no metro, no McDonald's. But it has its own army, just 8 ceremonial soldiers. And guess what? It's one of the few countries where women weren't allowed to vote until 1959. Today, it thrives on tourism, stamps, and being a living museum of medieval independence. Number 4, Liechtenstein, 160 square kilometers, tucked between Switzerland and Austria. It's so small it doesn't have a single university. But don't be fooled. It's one of the richest countries per capita. Thousands of companies are registered here to save on taxes. Once the government joked about selling the country on eBay just to attract attention. And in 2007, they accidentally invaded Switzerland by sending 170 soldiers who got lost on a hike. Number 3, Monaco, just 2.1 square kilometers. It's so small you can walk across it in 45 minutes. Yet it's home to billionaires, Ferraris, and the most glamorous race in the world, the Monaco Grand Prix. Over 38,000 people live here, making it the most densely populated country on Earth. No taxes on income, no slums, but a parking spot can cost more than a house in some countries. Ruled by the Grimaldi family for over 700 years, a royal legacy packed into a space smaller than Central Park. Number 2, Vatican City, just 0.49 square kilometers. That's less than 1/8 of Central Park. And it's not just the smallest, it's one of the most powerful. It's the spiritual center of 1.3 billion Catholics, governed by the Pope, the only absolute monarchy left in Europe. Citizenship isn't inherited. It's given to those who work here, like priests, diplomats, and the Swiss Guard. It has its own radio, passport, post office, and even a football team, though it's not in FIFA. Now, you're probably thinking, Vatican is the smallest, right? But what if I told you there's a smaller country? Meet Sealand, a 500 square meter platform in the North Sea. In 1967, a man named Paddy Roy Bates claimed it as his own kingdom. It has its own flag, passports, and even survived a coup. But it's not recognized by the UN. So technically, Vatican remains number 1. But Sealand, the world's smallest self-declared nation, these tiny nations prove one thing. Greatness isn't measured in size. It's measured in identity, resilience, and the courage to exist, no matter how small the map space. If you enjoyed this journey into the world's smallest countries, hit like, subscribe. For more mind-blowing geography stories, share it with someone who thinks big is always better. Next time, we're going deep. The deepest lake, the highest peak, and the most remote place on Earth. See you in the next one.